So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the bump, but I don't think they...
I try to equate a mechanic with a doctor. You know, you only stay with a doctor if he's a good doctor and if you get better. If you're not getting better, chances are you will look for a second and probably third opinion. So with mechanic is the same thing. You only stick and keep going to the same mechanic if your car get fixed. Now, I want to say that for those who have had issues with your car, you probably have learned lessons over the years. And in this video, I want to share my experience with a mechanic that I've stayed with for over 15 years, and he's called Mr. Kihara. Now, I want to summarize my reason for staying with Mr. Kihara or my mechanic for over 15 years. And I would say probably there are three things. Number one, honest. This guy will tell you as it is. He will not sell you or charge you for air. He will tell you the spare part that you need. He will even give you option and tell you each of these options, what it means or how long it can go. So as the owner, you're left with the choices, and he has laid out the option for you. So that is number one, which I really value, because depending on your budget, then you know whether you're going to buy plugs that will take you for this number of months or number of mileage, or if you want to buy brake pads, they're going to take you for this long, because much of it is dependent on the quality and therefore the price. So depending on your budget, then you can choose and then he will fix it for you. The other thing is about consistent. Just the same thing as a doctor. A mechanic ought to keep track of your car. He needs to know it in and out, so that every visit is a build up to the previous visit. So when I visit my mechanic, Mr. Kihara, he already know what we did last time we were in his garage. So he's able to sort of form a history of the car, and that helps really to diagnose. It helps to to warn me on the things that I need to prepare for next time, and that is very, very important. Number three for me is reliability. Reliability, not ones that my previous car broke along the highway, and I called. Even if he's not around, he will send me someone who will sort me out. That is very important. You want somebody who is reliable, somebody who you can trust his word, somebody who he will be there no matter what. Another aspect of reliability that is critical in a mechanic is, can you trust his word? So that if he tells you that buy this type of spare part or this make of spare part, it will last you for 6 months, it will take you for 10 kilometers, will that happen? That is very important, because remember, much of this you could be very naive. As the owner, you may not know all these parts and how trustworthy they are, but you've put your trust in your mechanic, and therefore that aspect of what he tells you and actually happening is very important, especially in a car industry. So that is also important as a... So when you're thinking about setting up some of these services businesses, think about what will be the thing, what will be the story that your customer can tell, because that is the selling point. That is the selling point. Let's think about how we put our value proposition in businesses. What is it that your customer, what story can your customer tell about you? For me, I can narrow down to three main reasons as to why I stick with one mechanic. Number one is, of course, what I've talked about, being honest. Number two is about consistency. Number three is about being reliable. So I would want to hear from you. I mean, when you're choosing some of these service providers, such as a mechanic, what keep you going back to the same person? Please let me know.